Chaps, what are we going to do about this village hall? It is seriously worn out.
So what are you going to do about it then?
Well, let's see.
On mountain in Virginia stands a lonesome pine. Just below is the cabin home of that little girl of mine.
Well, let's restore the old First World War bits and bring back some of the amazing history.
So this is the same village hall that was there as the officers' mess?
This was the officers' mess. In 1910, this area of land was home to one of the first flying schools in the world. And a couple of years later, the Royal Flying Corps had taken it over and filled the sky with biplanes. There were 3 times as many people on this airfield as there were villagers in the village. And these aeroplanes flew everywhere. They knocked off chimney pots, they crashed into trees, they landed on roofs. 19 of the poor pilots are still buried in our village churchyard.
A lot of history in this country and a lot of history in East Boldre. It should come out to the front. Like if this was New Zealand and that was a historical place of significance, which it is, there'd be a bloody Spitfire outside it and a big deal would be made of it.
And we can improve the theatre, make it a bit bigger. More performances, better performances, lots more acting and drama stuff for cheeky kids like you.
The theatre that exists already has a fantastic atmosphere to it. It's full of character. I had the great advantage as a child of growing up in a community with theatre, which is what led me to a career in theatre and television as a writer and director. And I know how important creative arts are to a community.
The theatre is very important. It's a social thing, it's a meeting place, it's a place that people come to unwind.
And we want to build a whole new community shop, and in there will be sweets and ice creams and all that lovely stuff where you children can spend your pocket money.
What's wrong with the current shop right now?
Well, we're really worried that one day it may close, and then the village would lose its heart.
If the shop closes, then people are going to go elsewhere and just continue to drive by.
If we lost the shop, it would be an inconvenience and a nightmare for a lot of people.
Key challenges for this village are that our local shop is under threat, which is a very, very important part for our community.
People won't ever come back and it won't be a shop again, and that's the way it is. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yes, but what about Ian the shop owner? What's he going to do about it?
Well, if we can get planning permission to build a new community shop, Ian can come and run it.
And if that happens, the council say Ian can change his shop into a complete house.
Now, we went to Wood Green yesterday. It is just fabulous. It is a community hub. Its turnover has doubled from 250,000 to 500,000 in about 3 years.
Wood Green Shop is very well known for its local produce. In fact, we have nearly 50, that's 50 local producers. It's made the community come together right from the start of this project.
If there's a community shop in the village hall, it would be bigger. It'd sell more things, more people would use it. Good for the community. And anything that's good for East Boldre is good with me.
The village would be lost without the shop because there would be nowhere for them to go and get anything.
There are so many elderly people in the village, and the highlight of their day is the social interaction. The walk is good exercise for them.
For the older people, they go up there and, they meet each other. It's great to go in there to see them getting their newspapers and bits and pieces.
A lot of our elderly don't have cars, where would they go? We are really a bit of a lifeline for them. Most of us are paid. We couldn't really run it on volunteers. We have local youngsters that work every day after school, which is really important. It's good experience for them. It's lovely to see them blossom. I love it. I love my youngsters. Yeah. I really do.
And we want to create a whole new space which could be used for kids clubs, exercises and all the other events which would be really good for this community. One of the key things are that we want to increase the floor area without changing the actual external footprint of the building. We would like to have a meeting room built on the new building on the first floor with a lift to access it.
If the plans went ahead as they've got them now, I mean, that would be a fantastic looking building.
There's a lot of very generic buildings that are going up nowadays, and anything that's out of the ordinary and links us with the past, I think, is a fantastic idea.
There'll be something here for everybody.
From the young to the old.
From the young to the old, we hope. The idea of a village hall is that people hire it and carry out their own events.
Oh yeah, I think we also think the current school bus stop is a bit scary. We want to bring it nearer to the hall, off the road, make it a lot safer for the minibuses and the kids.
Kids get very excited when they get off the bus in the afternoon, and that main road does get busy at peak travelling times, and the first thing they're looking at doing is running off the bus and running into the shop to get some sweets.
I think moving the bus stop would be a great idea for the children of South Baddesley. It would create a safer place for the children to be picked up, and I'm sure it would help local traffic in the mornings.
What about sports? What are we going to do about that?
Well, we could certainly have indoor sports, and there'll definitely be new changing rooms for the football team.
What we're essentially trying to do is combine the shop and the community facility of the hall into one site. An admirable intention in my view. Frankly, I can't see why there should be any great issues, provided we go through all the right steps.
I mean, really important to us was that everybody in the village should be involved, not just giving them information, but actually involved.
I think it's a time in life when we're all looking for community. The world has changed, and if we don't start to really take care of the people around us, give facilities, especially to our children as they grow up into a very demanding, difficult world, this to me is the absolute priority.
I would say, come on everybody, this is for the community, it's for East Boldre, you know about it, let's support it.
On the trail of the lonesome pine.